guys, the way that your model is set up. And I've seen other companies kind of have similar models. I feel like yours is different in some ways,
Yeah.
but just talk about the different options you guys have to work with clients.
Yeah. So we really, we, I'll take you through, maybe it best to sort of take you through a transaction here, Max, if
Sure.
you'll humor me. I think that kind of illuminates it for us. We really focus on taking customers through really, a few steps. We want to help you find the right asset top of funnel and identify that. And everyone's parameters are a little different. Some people have a lot of requirements. Some people have very little. We get everything. We've gotten, I want a home in this town, in this price range with a hot tub, 3 bedrooms only, not 4, not 2, 3, right? Like very specific stuff. And then we get people who say, look, I want to go to any East Coast beach market. Send me that way, right? So we'll work with you and we help you try to find the right asset for you and also the right return profile. That's where we really start off. So, we sort of get you, focused on a certain market, whatever market that may be, and an asset type that may be. And we're helping you find that through an acquisitions tool that we're developing internally. We will basically go out and we're sourcing a lot of different short-term rental data. We combine that with home price appreciation data on that market in terms of seasonality, the amenities that home may have, et cetera, historical data that we can comb through. And we try to put in front of you, a term sheet with some sample underwriting to really get at its core of what we think this home is going to perform. Is it a blue chip home? Is it a pretty good home? Or is it not so good? And I think that's a big value add for us top of funnel with a lot of our customers is, it's kind of like avoiding picking the lemon, so to speak, when it comes to acquiring these assets. This is just the first step. But you can already rule out a bunch just through what we're doing top of funnel to try to parse out the noise and really hone in on the assets that have the potential to be something really substantive for our customers. So we help you find the right asset top of funnel. You want to jump in?
Yeah, no, I'm just listening. This is good.
Yeah. We help you find the right asset top of funnel. And then when it comes to actually we'll put these term sheets in front of you. We sort of give you like a bull, bear, and base case scenario for how we think the home's going to perform because, the economy is a tough thing to predict. I think we can predict a lot about the asset and its performance when you look historically, but who would have thought we'd be where we are right now in 2023, 2 years ago? It's definitively, there's still a lot of, what I love about the hospitality space is, again, seeing this at Airbnb for a number of years, you see the ebbs and flows and the ups and downs. People don't stop traveling. Maybe they just tighten the belt a little bit and they go from the big luxury rental to the middle upper tier rental that year for their vacation. Or they make that vacation a little shorter, but people still spend in this space. People still go on vacations every year.
Right.
So that speaks to some of the diversification we need in our portfolio, but that's a separate item. We help you find that right asset. We give you some predictive underwriting on terms of how this home's going to perform. Then you have two options in which you want to finance the purchase with us. Again, this customer as a whole, they want to see how the home performs. They have hopefully an emotional attachment to buying this home. We have this model called gradual ownership, which lets you try the home out before you buy it. You can actually put down 20% of the purchase price on the home. We will buy the home summer ourselves, the rest of it. We finance that ourselves. You pay a flat monthly fee that equals your usage of the home. So I'll ask you up front, Max, are you going to be spending 20 to 40 days in the home, 40 to 60, 60 to 90, whatever it may be. Just give us a range. It doesn't need to be a sort of a hard and fast number. And we price you a monthly payment based on that rough usage of the home. So if you tell us, obviously, 120 days, that monthly payment's going to be a little bit more than telling us 30 days. You're going to be taking up more time, available time in that home. You get to go to the home whenever you want to go with no blackout dates. You can go on Christmas. You can go on 4th of July, Hanukkah, Labor Day, whatever it may be, weekends, doesn't matter. When you're not there, Summer rents out the home on Airbnb, Vrbo, and our own platform. But we actually go direct to customer on the rental side as well. You have up to 2 years to decide if you'd like to buy the home back from us. You, the customer, have up to 2 years to decide if you'd like to buy the home back from us. And if you do, we will add 20% and half of all of the monthly payments that you've made until that point. So if it's 6 months in, we'll add half of those monthly payments. 12 months, but you have up to 24 months to decide. We add those up. You can buy at any point. You add those up and reduce the purchase price by that much. If you decide you don't want to buy, That's fine too. At the end of your term, you can walk away with your 20% in full, no questions asked, truly. We, however, will keep the entirety of the monthly payments that you've made until that point, because the monthly payments were akin to you spending 30 days a year in a short-term rental that year in your home, right? So you're actually no worse for your wear as a customer. You got to take a vacation and upsize that vacation into an investment, and you can have the sole squatting rights, so to speak, on this home for 2 years and decide if you want to buy it. I can't sell it out from under you. No one's going to sell it out from under you. You can choose whenever the right time is to buy it yourself. Now, the key quirk here in the model is when you're not in the home, I rent it out, and Summer makes the entirety of the short-term rental income when you're not in the property. That's how I cover operating expenses, debt service, and make a profit. It's also how I can afford to let you walk away with your 20% at the end of all of this. We're giving you the
Right.
option to try it before you buy it. And lastly, it's a conversion tool for you. You know, when I'm underwriting it top of funnel and looking at this home, telling you, Max, this is the base, the bull, and the bear case. There's a difference between just telling someone that and handing them a piece of paper, and then actually proving that out over. We're not just talking the talk; we're walking the walk. And for a lot of our customers, they're getting, we're showing you the monthly income that we're earning on, your home. It's technically our home right now. We're the deeded owner of the home, and you have sole rights to buy it out from under us in the 2-year period. But it lets you see how the home actually performs. It also lets you spend quality time in it before, you can get the best days and go whenever you want to go, and have this ability to see how the home does, build that emotional attachment. It's something we've seen with a lot of success early on for some of our customers. We have people tell us all the time, I wouldn't have done this had it not been for you all. Not because I don't have the money, I have the 20% clearly, but because I didn't, want to take the risk of getting into the home, seeing how it performs, etc. And what's really interesting about it, if you think about it, is there's a lot of benefits in this economy as well, for a model like this. If you think, and I think most people do, that interest rates will get better at some point in the next 2 years, why not take a plunge and go with some option like this, where you can basically punt on pulling the card on an interest rate and getting a mortgage for up to 2 years, and kind of bide your time and get yourself ready for a mortgage. It also makes that process much easier when you're going to a lender with 2 years of game film yourself as a customer and saying, look, I've rent to own this home for 2 years. I've been putting these monthly payments in. Here's how the home performs from a short-term rental perspective. That's about as de-risked of a mortgage as any lender is going to be looking at the end of a 2-year period. So it helps, I think, folks sort of get themselves ready for that firm commitment as well. We'll of course help folks upfront if they want to just buy the home outright with us. We do support that as well. It's called immediate ownership. We have folks who come to us and say, I don't need to rent to own it. I have conviction and certainty about this asset today, but I love the fact that Summer is helping me identify the right assets, helping me design and furnish them to an aesthetic that performs really well. And we do that with every one of our homes. And then on the back end of all of this, once you finance the purchase, whether it's through the rent-to-own model or buying it outright, we will price the home, we will manage the home, we will actually generate all that yield, and add that to the pool of Summer assets.